Previously on Plotting Parsons. Delworth is a kind of a new ruler. He was great. They've protected this land, but lately Lord Delworth has been sending his knights to collect more armor and more money. Sounds like there's some influences there.
Yeah, there's a shift happening here.
She reaches into her bag again and she pulls out the case. Inside's a dagger. On the hilt of the dagger, there's an inscription of a bear.
Are we gonna kill the king? Is that something we're trying to do?
Cookie, you stumble into this room. You are here to murder the man who is laying in a bed right here.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta try and kill the king. I go up to the king and I kill him with the knife.
Oh gosh! Oh, on top of everything, I'm being murdered! And he moans even louder and he's like, oh! And you see his back arch as puffs of hair start popping out from all over his body.
We're not ready for this.
His face contorts into something more wolf-like. He howls up at the sky.
I'm gonna use Nick's knife on the werewolf.
So you plunge this silver dagger right into the werewolf's heart.
Whoa!
The werewolf roars out and staggers around. Then the werewolf collapses onto the ground. Yeah, Locke comes out. Maybe when you're leaving here, if I could go with you?
Yeah, if we survive.
Just in case, I'll bring it up again that there are so many tunnels down here. A few of us know about them, but a lot of people don't. I'll just point these branches out. One of these goes to the ocean, one of these goes to the crypts. At some point while you're looking at this tapestry, a woman had come up to you and was looking at it with you. My name's Sasha. You know about Queen Barela? Queen Barela was the queen of Denethen, the first queen. She rose the walls of Denethen that you see today with her staff, which they say is buried with her below this castle, actually. You notice that she's holding the base of her sleeve with her other hand. You see a tattoo of a bear. Cookie, there's a big cell, and inside the cell, there are 2 dwarves and a goblin.
What's up, boys? Think about it, we could release all the prisoners at once. Alright, let's see what's behind door number 3.
Hello. I've been waiting for you to get to me. I hear there's a prison break. I run very convoluted and complicated financial scams.
Let's reconnect later. My name is Cookie. You can't forget me. What's your name?
Franklin. You climb down the ladder. There's no Steve Jr. The barrel that was blocking his way is pushed over, and you see a note attached to the barrel.
My dearest withery serpentine Cookie.
What? This sounds great.
I will start with a deep, profound apology.
It's Franklin, isn't it?
I tripped over a barrel, knocking it over, and the pig you were no doubt keeping here for a tasting meal after your conquest escaped. Speak again soon. I will be in touch. Dash F.
Oh no!
I knew it. My best friend.
Well, guys, should we reinstate whatever it's called?
What?
Recap?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Who wants to talk about what happened last time, which was pretty eventful?
And
I would
we
say.
lost Steve Jr.
I can't recall. I don't think that much happened, actually.
We lost Steve Jr.
Oh yeah, that is definitely an important piece.
Why don't you guys do the recap like you are, walking through these tunnels in search of Steve Jr. while you tell each other what happened, because Steve and Ted were not with you two.
Did you just say Steva?
Yeah, I definitely did.
That's our new name when we go off together to do our own battles. That's our
Steve Wonder!
We didn't
Well,
even
what's
we didn't
that,
even
Cookie?
go off. That was you were with Ted. I was
Cookie?
with Cookie.
No, I'm saying that can be our new team name whenever we go off on our own.
Minecraft Dungeons.
No, I don't know about that.
This
I don't know if
episode
that
is
exists.
sponsored by Minecraft Dungeons.
So Ted and Theeva,
No, we're like,
you want to
well,
hear
this
what
is
we
well,
did?
it's this really cool game where I'm gonna play like for half the video right now. See,
Yeah, let's
cool game. Sponsor out.
Well, anyways, Steve and I went, we went up to kill the king, as we were planning to do.
Yeah.
And he turned into a werewolf, just like we expected. Now he's dead. We didn't run into that much trouble, except Sir Gildry very nearly killed us both trying to protect the king.
I'm glad you're alive. We
still have only one heart.
He also lost his face.
Wow.
The king?
No, the king lost his life. The sir lost his face.
Not a beautiful face. Oh
Yeah,
no.
how'd that happen? Oh yeah, the werewolf did it.
Well, as long as you just take pictures of his good side, no one will know.
Like Two-Face?
Yeah.
His bad side?
Oh man.
I
A
imagine he
pirate?
looks sort of like Zuko from Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh no.
No.
A story that I used to be familiar with when I was a young gnome.
Excuse me? I'll just say no, I don't think.
Sounds like you should probably get a nice rest in that case. Guys are walking
Also-
around with health.
I also got a ring that makes me into a normal person now when it's sunny out.
Please explain normal person.
Ted puts his hand on his shoulder and he's like, thank gosh.
Does that mean he's gonna stop carrying around the suitcase with his dead rabbit?
What do you mean? Because I'm
Is
a
that-
normal person?
Yeah, normal people don't carry around suitcases with
No,
rabbits.
no, as a matter of fact, I also got a phoenix tear that can potentially bring him back to life
Oh,
later.
this is very exciting.
Where even is your suitcase? I don't see it. I don't see it on your character, Nick. You're gonna need to spend half of roll 20 just drawing a new character, drawing on that character that you already have, and having it putting a suitcase on it.
Ted asks, who actually killed the king?
I don't remember. Do you remember?
Me. I did. I think.
Yeah, I think Steve did. We all took turns stabbing him.
Wow, sounds like pretty brutal up there.
Yeah. Yikes. You wanna hear about our time?
Nah.
Yeah.
We both had the same idea.
Oh man, that's fine. That's cool. You don't need to hear about it, I guess.
So, you want to tell us anyway? I think you have to.
I think I might have to too.
Oh,
I'm
listen.
gonna tell you, but you don't have to listen. How about that?
Alright, sounds good.
Cool. Yeah, we went and we killed what's his name? Igor.
Zimgor.
Zimgor. Yeah, Zimgor the terrible.
Eeyore, the horrible.
He almost killed Jenna, but Ted saved her, which was
I know
good.
CPR now.
You didn't know CPR before?
Oh, I haven't done anything before.
Everyone knows CPR.
Oh yeah, I don't know CPR.
We're all CPR certified in this party.
We are? Where do you get it like a badge?
You get a little card.
Yeah, they
Can
send a certificate in the mail.
But we don't have a car.
Ted takes out his
We-
card and he's
we-
like, maybe this is the CPR certification.
No, we get around by feet. We don't have any cars.
No, card with a G.
Yeah, we don't have any cars. I think you meant R, not D.
Card.
I mean car, not car with an R, not with
So
an
anyway, yeah, that happened, and we killed him.
I'm glad you guys are okay.
Then it turns out Theeva framed that little goblin boy.
I wasn't gonna bring that back up. I didn't mean to. I didn't realize.
It was her fault.
Yeah.
I wonder. Did he get away?
Everyone knew it already.
Yeah. I made sure of that at least.
Yeah, the Smee ran away with the spoon.
Yeah, he took the golden spoon and he ran.
Good.
I'm interested though in why he was trying to pickpocket me in the first place.
He's a goblin.
Yeah.
He might have known.
He was in jail.
So are we supposed to find what's his name? Luke?
We're still doing our recap. So too bad. No, we're not supposed to find Luke. We're supposed to find Steve Jr.
What about Luke?
This is Luke.
Did we promise him we'd meet him on our way out or something?
Oh, that's not Luke. That's
Jerome.
Lake.
Jerome?
Not Jerome.
We only have a few names to remember in this story.
Something with
Oh, I
a
have
J.
it written down in my notes.
Jerry.
Definitely not Jerry. I've got it. Hold on.
Lachlan.
Hang tight.
Lachlan.
Lock. Yes, you're right. It's Lock. Lock's
that
in
was
the
close.
back alley of the building with the window that you can see the poster on the wall.
I only missed one syllable.
Too bad.
Isn't the name only one syllable long?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna correct that, but there we go.
Okay, so you guys found that letter from Franklin, and he noted that Steve Jr. has bolted. What would you guys like to do?
Wasn't he also like, yeah, I
Kill him.
actually a pretty bad criminal? Can you remind us what the note says?
I think he said that in person when we let him go.
That was somebody else.
He said that he runs very complicated and convoluted financial scams in person, but then in the note he said he wasn't entirely truthful about his crimes, and maybe he'll tell you one day about them, Cookie, hopefully over tea and crumpets.
Oh, nice. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna hear about his crimes, it might as well be over tea and crumpets.
All right, well, while you guys are looking for Steve Jr., I think I'm going to look for Franklin so I could have that conversation with him.
He did say he will be in touch with you.
Oh, okay.
But you can try and find them. But what would you guys like to do at this very moment? You're still in that like secret room.
I would really like to kill him.
Hey, isn't there a treasure hidden underneath the castle?
Are you talking about the staff?
Yeah.
Queen Braella's staff is rumored to be in the crypts.
Oh.
Buried with her.
We should go to the crypts then.
I think that's a bad idea. I think we really need to get out of this castle.
Well, the crypts aren't in the castle. The crypts are in this, like, isn't there a path that leads to it? In this secret underground...
When Penny was bringing you... I'm going to try and remind you guys of things you should know when I can.
Oh, wait, I got it. When we came down, you go in the underground tunnels, and the left one, when we were coming in, the left one goes to the ocean, straight to the crypts. Wait, I have two lefts. Left ocean, straight crypts, left castle. Made a mistake.
Well, we can figure out the crypts from that.
Anyway, the crypts do go straight. Apparently the left goes to the ocean and to the castle. I imagine that it was right to the castle.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Take a long rest in this tunnel. Just like set up camp.
I really wish that guy hadn't turned into a werewolf. Because
I
haven't used my breath for so long.
Does anyone have any curing spells?
I do.
I have a thing that can give us a short rest.
You guys
Song of Rest.
You guys could like take a seat for like half an hour and like think about what you're gonna do, and in the meantime heal up a little bit. That's fine.
I also have healing word, but it only works. I can only do it for one person.
I can use mine on all of our wounded allies.
Oh, that's good. That's better.
Nick, a short rest doesn't heal people.
But
Yeah,
mine does. My
Oh.
Song of Rest. Beginning at the second level, I can use soothing music to help revitalize our wounded allies during a short rest.
That's nice. Do you think your song might lure Steve Jr. / let people know we're down here? Maybe we should move away from, because we're still in that room right beneath, right? We should move further into the tunnels.
Well, I can play it on my bagpipes, extra quiet.
Extra quiet.
Ted's like, yeah, maybe we should just go into the tunnels a little bit.
It's not a bad idea. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, so you guys hop over this overturned barrel and you start walking into the tunnels. It gets darker. Only Cookie can see at the moment.
I produce flame.
Okay, you're holding.
I'm too fancy for flame. I just produce light.
Ouch.
Steve, what do you touch? What do you make light up?
I touch Theeva's. Wait, what? Where does Theeva's make flame go?
She holds it in her hands.
I'm gonna touch her other hand.
There. Now both of my hands are glowing.
Okay, she's glowing
One
hands.
hand is on fire.
One hand is on fire, but it doesn't affect me.
Great. So now you guys can see in front of you a little bit, and you know these tunnels they descend downward a little bit. It gets a little chillier and a little damper. And you guys take a second once you've gotten a little further away, and Ted's like, "Okay, I think now you can blare these bad boys as much as you want."
Nice. All right. I'll play Song of Rest. So
All
it's
right.
going to be nice and soothing music from my
Give me a little
bagpipe.
taste of what this sounds like, Cookie. I think you have 5 notes at the moment.
Let's see here. Let's see what I get too. That might change what. Oh, I got 15. It sounds like do 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 do. except
You
with
don't have
fewer
that
notes.
many notes.
Yeah, just imagine it with fewer notes.
Like do. Okay. Ted's like, wow, I do feel a little bit stronger and
So
better.
how about he tries to play that, and then he just plays some other random note that isn't a note.
Oh, so I think
the
we
spot
all roll a
in the
d6,
notes.
and that's how much we heal.
Is that what it says? I thought it was you get an extra a free hit die.
Each of those creatures. Oh wait, if
Creatures.
you regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each of those people regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, you guys are taking a short rest, so you're free to spend some hit dice. You all should have all your hit dice.
Okay.
So
Every long rest, we get them back.
Yep, every long rest you get them back.
Oh, well, then I'm just gonna use them all, I guess.
Yeah, feel free to use as many as you want, Isaiah.
Wow, I didn't heal all the way with my 4 hit dice and the d6.
Wow, that's
I mean, I can.
I only have 14 health.
pretty impressive given the low health you have.
I'm gonna use my healing word to let you finish healing.
What
Okay.
does healing word?
I got
Healing hit points
17
equal
health.
to-
Nice.
Okay, I have 2 health.
Isaiah, did you roll your d6 as well that Cookie gave you?
Okay, I'm fully healed.
Nice.
So, Cookie, you get 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
1d4 plus 1. Oh, I threw it in the trash. Oops.
Oh no.
That's a metaphor for something.
Oh,
There we go. I'm fully healed.
Hooray!
A full restore.
Nice. So you guys just you plop down. Your butts get a little wet, but you don't really mind because you're so tired, and you just listen with your eyes closed to Cookie serenading you with this 5-note lullaby, and you all feel much better.
Cool.
Now, what would you like to do?
We should probably find Steve Jr. now.
Hey, wait, can't we? Isn't there like dirt beneath our feet?
Yeah,
Then we should definitely just look for tracks.
yeah, you can look for tracks.
Let's do
I'm
it.
gonna look for tracks.
Do an
you
investigation roll. Whoever is.
Oh my god. I got a 5.
Theeva's looking on the walls.
I'm gonna look for tracks.
Tracks. Probably should have looked at the ground.
I'm gonna look for tracks at the bottom. Of the
I
ground.
got 12.
Yeah, 12. And Steve, what'd you get?
I don't know yet. Let's see. I got a 5.
Okay.
You want to look too, Ted?
Steve, you were helping Theeva look on the walls. But Cookie, you look on the ground and you see that there are definitely tracks. The issue is that there are a bunch of tracks. They seem to go both ways. You can't discern at this juncture a pig's tracks by themselves, but you definitely do see that tracks are left on the ground.
Wait, so we don't see any pig's tracks?
You just see a bunch of tracks here.
Well, which way do they go?
They go every way. I mean, there's only 2 ways, right? It's from the castle and away from the castle.
Backwards and forwards.
Well, that's helpful. Let's just do our thing then and keep looking for tracks while we're going. I
Nick,
guess.
it's actually not very helpful.
But you did find out that there are tracks on the ground, so there's some information there.
I'm going to put my foot in the tracks to see if it's my tracks.
You just pick a random one.
One that's looks like a circle. You
Is
know,
that-
like a peg leg.
You find one that fits your peg leg perfectly, but then you realize it was from like a second ago when you were walking around.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. He's not back, right? Because we just walked past that, so he's got to be forward.
Well, we could try and smell for him. Does anyone have
I
a
can use my
keen
speech
sense
animal.
of smell? Can you become a bloodhound, Dana?
I
For
don't
an hour?
know if that is true.
Can you become a pig?
I can.
Pig might not be very
an
useful.
No,
animal.
a bat. No, bats
I
can't
potentially
hear.
try to call Steve Jr.
On the telephone?
I think if you want to talk to the animals, they have to be able to hear you. So, assuming that he can hear you, that would work.
Hey, Steve Jr.
Right? I could call
Oink,
him.
oink, oink.
There no like bloodhound, but there is a mastiff you can turn into. And
Oh,
that's pretty
mastiff
close.
has advantage on checks that rely on hearing or smell.
I called for
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Steve Jr. What do I get? What do I roll?
You called for Steve Jr. I'll tell you right now. There's no response. Theeva, did you use all of your wild shapes though, or do you get them back on a short rest?
Oh, you regain expended uses when you finish a short or long rest.
Nice.
Great, so I can do that.
Yeah, turn into a mastiff so we can't talk to you again.
Yeah, right? So guys, do you think I should turn into a mastiff, or do you think I should just try to call for Steve Jr.?
We already did that.
No,
You should
but
turn into a mastiff.
Okay, sure. Cool. I'll turn into a mastiff then.
Okay. You like close your eyes and focus, and you close slightly, and then you shrink into mastiff form. Are you like wearing a backpack?
Yeah.
You have a cute little backpack on, and apparently a scimitar across your back.
I mean, I look pretty awesome, yeah.
Ted like starts scratching behind your ears. He's like, "You good girl."
My foot is hitting the ground in the.
Do we have anything we can use to give her the scent of Steve Jr.?
I don't know, Steve. Do you carry anything that sometimes is used by Steve Jr.?
You definitely had something you tried to get Steve Jr. to use at one point.
Yeah, did he ever touch that?
I think it was a while ago you had him try that. I don't know if it would smell like him, but I will give you that he is a smelly pig, and I think you probably...
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna try and fart to give Dana the smell that she needs.
No.
And I roll a Constitution roll to attempt to fart.
Yeah, would it be... I'm going to say it's a performance roll. You're like trying to on-demand fart. So,
All right, I got a 14.
Okay, you let out a little toot. It's like, you know.
Well, I didn't want to overdo it, anyways.
That would
I
be
think we
Powerful
should just
smell.
give her like a piece of clothing because every single bit of us smells like Big Junior.
He did like poop on the ground in the dump.
He peed on the ground.
No, it was a poop. It was diarrhea.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
gonna,
also he was in that room for a very long time
right,
near
that's
the
what I was
barrel.
gonna say. I'm just gonna go
You're
back
still-
a little ways
you're
and
still
sniff
pretty
around
close.
the barrel. That's my plan. I head back towards the barrel, sniff
Okay.
around that area.
I
Steve,
don't think this is the right hound. I
Steve,
don't think this is the right hound.
what?
I don't
Mastiff?
think this is the right hound.
What do you-
Mastiff. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's the right one.
It's the only one I can turn into. I couldn't turn into a bloodhound or anything.
Well, you can't talk, Theeva.
Ugh.
You think this is not Theeva? You think this isn't Theeva?
I'm saying that it isn't Theeva.
Or
Oh, you
Theeva?
don't think so? Should we
Well, it's
do
obviously
something
not
with
Theeva.
this lost dog? Maybe we need to find its owner.
Yeah, should we go back in the castle and find its owner?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on, puppy. Lead us to your owner.
Oh yeah, you know what, Steve? I just remembered. That's Theeva who just turned into a mastiff.
No, it isn't.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna now walk away.
Okay, Theeva, do
Okay,
a
goodbye.
perception roll since you trotted back to that secret room. You're sniffing around. It would be
I get
your
advantage,
you
right?
get advantage, and it's using your wisdom, not the mastiff's, because you
Right.
keep that. But you do get advantage on it.
Can I
13.
give her bardic inspiration too?
You can.
Be like, you got this, Theeva. We really need you to find this pig.
Come
Okay.
on,
Now you
puppy.
have an extra
Yip, yip.
D6.
Okay. Are you gonna use it, Theeva, at this time?
I got a 13, which feels like it might not be high enough to. Oh, what am I rolling for right now?
You're trying to get a scent.
Trying to get a scent. I feel like a 13 might.
Maybe smell a little harder with that inspiration I gave you.
Okay. All right, I got a 17.
Okay.
Yip, yip.
Yeah, you like trot back and you start barking and you like point your nose like you're a pointer hound down the tunnel.
All right.
You got Steve Jr.'s nasty little scent and you're all up in your nose.
I'm gonna follow the scent.
Okay.
I'm gonna sniff my way along the tunnels, following the scent that I picked up on Steve Jr.
So you guys follow Theeva, I imagine.
Yeah, I imagine.
Okay, you guys are following Theeva.
Imagine.
She's sniffing vigorously through this tunnel.
She's
um,
sniffing bigger
Steve-
sleeves.
Steve, did you light up anything after she became a dog? Because she's no longer lit up.
Well, she
I
can
got-
probably see, right? She's a mastiff.
Yeah, she can.
I can see, but
She can see or at very least smell. What about you?
Steve can't.
I guess I'm gonna light her up.
Okay, you just light her up. She's now beacon of light that you are following through these tunnels. The tunnels descend deeper and deeper. It gets a little more chilly, a little more damp. You start seeing your breath a little bit, and you're a little shivery. And then you reach this juncture where there's the tunnel you're coming from. You can continue straight, or to your right, there are two branches. There's one closer to you, and then there's one between that one and the straight branch.
All right.
So, yeah, what would you like to do? You can investigate here. You can just rely on Theeva.
I'm gonna
We should
investigate
just
here.
rely on Theeva.
I'm gonna investigate.
Go ahead, Steve. Make a roll then.
What roll?
Investigate. Investigation.
I'll investigate too, I guess.
Okay.
Might as well.
Can I smell?
Yeah, do
To see
a
which
perception.
way-
Do a perception roll, Theeva.
I got a 13.
13?
14. Sorry, 14.
14.
Mine is. I don't know what I got.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, 6.
Thank you.
Okay, Cookie. Steve, you're still like looking on the walls.
Why?
Not sure. None of us are sure.
I'm not even sure.
Cookie, you're looking for tracks, and you notice that if you're facing the branches that go to the ocean and the crypts, you see what look like two sets of tracks on the branch towards the left, the branch towards the ocean, and they look pretty fresh. To the right, it looks like you see one set of like humanoid tracks and what looks pretty much like pig's tracks. And Theeva, you definitely get the distinct smell of pig going that way towards the crypts.
Do we get any distinct smells of pigs?
All right, so
Not yet.
you're telling me it sounds like what happened is somebody stole Steve Jr. and instead of picking Steve Jr. up and carrying it with them, they are just leading it along. That's my guess.
Follow that path towards the crypt.
Well, everyone knows who stole Steve Jr. It was literally in that letter.
Oh, you think? Oh, Benjamin Franklin did? Okay.
He did not say he stole Steve Jr. He said the pig ran away.
Well, I
and he
know
was-
that.
Oh, you're just lying?
He's assuming that it was
It's
his.
a euphemism.
Are you assuming he's lying?
He is? Aha, I knew it.
Okay. What would you guys do? What would like to do?
I'm gonna follow the path
Well,
towards the crypt.
well, I would really like to kill him because he lied in his letter. Wait, Cookie, that means he probably won't see you since he lied in his letter.
They went to the crypts, right? I want to go to the crypts anyways, so it works out.
Okay. So you guys all take that branch towards the right. Theeva, lit up like a beacon, is still leading the path.
That's nice.
As you get closer and closer, there are torches that line the walls at different regular intervals or semi-regular.
Are they removable? I want to take one.
It looks like they are removable.
I'm gonna
yeah.
take one.
Okay, they're pretty high up.
Can someone grab this for me, Ted?
Well, Nick, remember he said it looks like they're removable.
Ted just lifts you up and brings you closer to the torch like you're a little baby.
Thanks, Ted.
Here you go, little guy.
Little poor Mr. Wiggles.
Okay,
Wiggle Bomb.
you remove a torch. Now you have a torch. It's not lit.
Oh,
Why
what?
isn't it?
I'm gonna light it with my lighter that I created a long time
Okay.
ago.
You use your magical fire starter to just instantly light this on fire. And now you have a lit torch and a little bit more light for you in this tunnel. The tunnels slink downwards a bit more, and it gets a little damper. And then you reach a wall. It looks like the tunnel just ends, and there's a wall in front of you. And in the center of this wall is a large statue of an elven woman. Her hands are clutching a blanket in her lap, and you can see what looks like a shepherd's staff peeking out from beneath the folds. This is all like part of the statue. Above her reads an inscription in Elven, and that there are also, I will tell you,
How do we know that's Elven?
Probably looks the same as what was on our
you've
page.
seen Elven before.
But how did we know that those things were Elven?
I think we figured it out. We did like an arcana. We did not arcana, a history check. We did something. We identified it.
I think
Yeah.
especially you, Steve, have seen enough Elven in your life because you used to transcribe Elven books for Cluster the Wizard that you recognize the script, but you don't
Steve.
necessarily read it. Can read it.
Steve, why didn't you learn how to read Elven during that time? What were you doing? Slacking? No wonder you got kicked out.
Embedded into the rock face framing the statue is a semicircle of torches. The base of each torch head is bejeweled with a gemstone. And that's all I'll tell you for now. What do you guys do?
Are the torches lit?
They're not.
This is definitely just the Zelda puzzle. I go and light all of the torches.
Did you like pick an order? Or just do them all?
I just like do a spinny attack with the torch to get them all in one spin.
Okay. Yeah. You just do a spinny thing, and that's pretty fancy. Do a dexterity roll to see how accurate you are with your spin.
All right.
Can I smell around for Steve Jr.?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, I got a perfect 20.
Roll. Okay. Yeah.
Natural 20.
You spin around Cookie, and the torches all light up, but nothing happens.
I got an 11.
An 11. You've got Steve Jr. scent pretty good in your nose, and you can smell that he was here.
Do you smell anything?
You guys do not smell anything if you are not Theeva. Steve, is there anything you'd like to do? You can do like this. You can do a general perception roll. You can investigate something specific, like the statue or the torches or whatever you want, really. You can do a history roll on the statue, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna look at the statue.
Okay. You're just looking at it. Do an investigation roll then.
History.
Oh, you want to know what it? Okay. You're trying to recall what this is. Go ahead.
Ooh, you did good.
A 19.
19. You recognize this as an elven goddess. This goddess is known as like the shepherd for souls to guide souls that have recently passed from the living world into the beyond to the afterlife.
Steve Jr. Steve Jr. died.
No.
Yeah, that's what you know about her. I forgot to make her a name, so let me think up one really quick.
No, it's okay. We don't need a name. We're not very good with
We
names.
don't really care about names very much. I look around to see if there's any other door or path.
I'm going to steal this name that I looked up. Her name is Neuralis.
Neuralis?
Yeah. It's probably not very accurate. If anyone's listening that really cares about D&D, I apologize. But otherwise,
So how many torches are there?
there are 4.
Oh, only 4? We can definitely just do it in all of the possible orders, and eventually it might work.
Do what? What are you talking about?
Light the torches.
Cookie, as you say this, the torches all go out, and you see, like, by the elven inscription, all of a sudden a glowing red tally mark.
Oh, that's strike 1. Oops.
Look at you inquisitively. I'm not quite sure what's going on, and I'd love an explanation.
Well, apparently we did it wrong.
Did what wrong? We need to light the torches in a specific order.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Because there was a tally mark.
'Cause I
How
played
are
a
we
lot of
having
Zelda
conversation
games
with
back
you?
when I was a child. It was a fun game to play.
How are we
Dungeon-
having a
Dungeon
conversation
puzzle.
with you? I don't understand.
Yeah,
You're
well,
a
a
puppy.
little bit.
Theva's just like, and Cookie's like, yeah, let me answer your question.
Well, I'm just guessing what she says.
I said I was looking in a curious nature.
What else would you guys like to do?
Hey, Steve, do you want to look at the gemstones? Maybe that's a hint of some sort.
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna. It's a circular room,
It's
like semicircular.
it's kind of semicircular, yeah.
I'm gonna just walk around the walls and see if there's anything that I noticed.
Okay. Theva, do a perception roll. This is not advantage because it's not hearing or smell. Steve, are you doing anything?
No. Actually, I'm gonna investigate the room or the place that we're in. The statue.
Are you looking for anything specifically?
Actually, I'm gonna do an Arcana check. See if there's any magic. That how Arcana works.
Arcana will let you understand about something magical. So you can do an Arcana check on like the torches or the.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an Arcana check on. Wait, where'd the tally come from?
I messed up the orders when I.
No, where did it? Where was it? Where is it?
Oh.
It's right by the elven inscription.
Well, I'm going to Arcana check that.
Okay, Steve, already did your perception. Steve, roll your your Arcana.
7.
A 7. Okay, Steve, you're like, this is magical.
Good.
I'll also give you, Steve, that you are pretty sure that tally mark is because you messed up the puzzle, or you messed up whatever you're supposed to be doing.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that tally mark is because we messed up whatever we're doing.
Theeva, while you're looking around, you find by the base of the statue, scrawled a little bit higher than your head, but you were looking up and down, an inscription in common, like crudely carved with a knife or something into the wall. Do you alert anyone, or do you just read it for yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
Just to yourself?
Uh-huh. I can't say it out loud.
Okay, this is what it says.
I think whenever Theeva talks to us, she should just say, "I'm gonna say something."
Yeah, Theeva, just say, I'm going to say something in dog speak.
No, to us. To Tim.
Oh, I see.
What
And we can just do all the stuff that we do.
do you guys do now?
I am going to use my identify spell on one of the torches so I choose one object that I must touch through the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, I learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. I learn whether any spells are affecting it and what they are, and if it was created by a spell, I learn which spell created it.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright.
Does it just automatically do it, or do you have to roll?
No, automatic.
Okay, you use this spell. Does it use a spell slot?
Yeah.
Do you have any left?
I haven't used any, actually. I didn't use any of mine during the last battle.
Wow, okay.
They just stabbed a lot, remember?
You use a spell slot, and you look at the
I used almost all.
Oh,
of
and I
my
didn't
stuff.
use any in that other battle because I was releasing all the prisoners.
Oh yeah, I used.
I didn't
all
even
of
use
my,
any in the room where we fought the one guard.
Oh,
I
man.
used almost all of my spell slots, and that
My
just.
spells kind of are stinky for battle.
You are a wizard. It doesn't make sense, Steve.
I know.
Cookie, you're looking at this.
That means I'm so much better than them.
You're looking at these torches, and you use the spell, and you learn that these torches are some sort of triggering mechanism, and you don't know exactly what it triggers, but you do know that they trigger something. And you also notice when you're looking at these torches that each torch, I mentioned that there were gemstones embedded by the head of the torch. They're all different colors. They're all different types of gemstones. So I'll tell you what they are. The first one from left to right is a red ruby. The second one is like colorless quartz. The third one is an emerald, and the fourth one is off-white with like blue streaks and swirls. That one you know is a moonstone.
That was left to right, Tim?
Yeah.
Red ruby, colorless quartz, emerald, and moonstone. So it's red, colorless, green, and white with blue swirls.
Does anyone else do anything?
I'm gonna give a little bark and point towards the inscription I found.
Bad dog. No bark.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
Say, go to your crate.
Not really, guys? Nothing?
Steve, are you gonna do anything about your dog that's just barking incessantly?
This isn't my dog.
It's not your dog? I thought it was yours.
No, it's yours.
Oh boy. Well, let's take a look at what it's barking at.
Nah,
Okay.
it's not barking at anything. Probably just a squirrel.
Okay, Cookie, you go over?
Yep.
Okay. I'll send you what this says.
Well, I'm actually gonna go over. Just pretending.
Okay.
I block the inscription so that Steve can't see it.
Well, I have
On purpose?
spells,
Just like
so I could like kill you.
no, not on purpose. I'm just like cowering over it by accident.
So you said I blocked the spells, so Steve can't see it.
Yeah, you did say that. That sounded pretty purposeful.
Oh, it was on purpose, I guess. All right, I'll get out of the way.
Phew! I didn't want you dying. Then I'd have to do all these saving throws.
So I just sent it to you guys, but I'll read it out loud. You see the inscription says, "Regal souls rest within, queens and kings of Denethen, embraced in death's bottomless cradle. May they find peace amongst this idol."
Oh, hey, Steve, you know how to solve this puzzle.
I do?
Yep, you solved the puzzle very similar the other day.
You mean like a month ago?
Mm-mm.
How long ago?
No, when you were finding Pokemon cards.
I don't know.
So the stones are ruby, quartz, emerald, and moonstone, right?
Yeah. Red, clear, green, white with blue swirls.
So, Steve, remember the puzzle about what I write about? SpongeBob?
Mr. Hassel.
Yeah. This one's pretty similar.
Well, it's ruby, quartz, emerald, and moonstone is RQEN.
That's right.
So ruby is real, souls rest within.
I think that's the case. I think that's how we do it.
I don't think it is, but okay.
Because otherwise they'd put kings and queens, not queens and kings.
Why would you say that, Nick?
Well, I don't know. Just, I guess that's a little bit. Otherwise, they would say other things. That's all. They wouldn't say regal.
They wouldn't say regal.
That's like you're subscribed to the patriarchy pretty hard, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I'm just an
Do we
old
even
man
have? Do we have any? Do we
set in
even
my
have?
ways.
I'm gonna put a bark in hopes that we will get redirected.
Shut up.
What is happening?
Ouch.
What are
Nick's
you
getting-
doing?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Getting cookies. No, me!
Oh man. Getting cookies.
Me!
Are you like? Do you have to like fight the bag first?
Hey guys, look at my name in roll 20.
What would you guys like to do?
Let's light the torches in the order ascribed. So, ruby, quartz, emerald, and moonstone.
All right. So you, Cookie, are still holding that torch. So you light them in that order. One on the left first, two from the right second, two from the left third, and finally the moonstone all the way to the right. And you see the inscription, the elven inscription, flash subtly, and
That's not
then
good.
the whole statue turns like blurry.
Oh, run! It turns blurry. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's like fuzzy now. It's hard to like perceive. It looks very blurry.
What is
Weird.
it? An actual goddess?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think I left my glasses back at home.
Does anything else
Yeah.
happen? Or is that it? That's
Everything
it?
looks blurry now.
You don't. Do you even have glasses?
That's all that happens. What do you guys do now?
I think I need glasses now.
I'm gonna run as hard as I can towards the
Oh, God.
elven statue.
Did you just say run as hard as you can?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an accurate way to say it.
So you're running with as much force as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you like take off at a sprint towards this wall,
And it's really slow.
platform 9 3/4 style. And Cookie, as soon as you hit the statue, you go right through, and you're out on the other side.
Yes.
You just keep running, or
No. I look
Okay.
back, say, you guys should come through now too.
I'm gonna lean on the statue. 9 3/4 style.
okay, you try and lean on the statue, and you fall right through on
I knew that would happen.
your belly.
Does he fall onto me?
Cookie, I don't know. Did you stop immediately, or did you?
Yeah, pretty immediately.
Your momentum probably carried you a little bit, so I don't think he falls on you.
I'm
okay.
gonna walk through as well.
Okay, you walk through. You see Steve lying on the ground on his belly, and Cookie a few steps away, looking down at him.
I'm out of breath.
Ted walks through too, and he's like, "Wow, that's cool, guys." He walks back. He walks through. He walks back. He walks through. He puts just his arm through, and just his foot.
Excuse me?
He puts just his arm through, and he puts his hand like a talking mouth, and he's like, "Hello, I'm just a hand."
I'm gonna smack the hand.
Ouch! He walks through, and he's like, "Man, my joke wasn't good, was it?"
What do we see?
You see a hallway that kind of looks like which one you've just been in before, but it's like squiggly. It like turns left immediately.
Can I smell around for Steve Jr. again?
Yeah, sure. Do a perception roll with advantage. Yeah, you don't have to roll again. You got a high number. The scent. I mean, you've only gone a few feet, but the scent does smell a little stronger now.
Interesting. Well, that means somebody had to have brought him through. Steve Jr. didn't light the torches and figure that out on his own.
I think
Are you-
maybe he did. You never know.
I mean, he obviously did.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's keep
Barbara.
going, I guess.
Yeah, let's follow the path. I start walking down it.
Okay.
I'm like, gee, Steve Jr. is really smart to light those torches on his own.
I give a subtle growl.
What are
Okay.
you growling about?
What is this
Silly
pooch growling about?
You guys walk. You take this bend to the left. It goes down the hall a little further. There's another set of torches. and then it bends to the right. And as it bends to the right, you turn that corner, and then you see the hallway widens and it continues. It looks like there's a bend a little bit further along the way, but before that, you see a big statue of a very old elf with a long beard. There's an inscription in Elven once again, and behind the elf is a large tapestry. The elf is shaking hands with what looks like a dragonborn. Dragons are seen flying in the background.
There's more Dragonborn? I'm gonna say hi.
You say hi to the tapestry, and it says hello back. I'm just kidding. It doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check because it said hello back.
It did not. I'm joking.
Well, I know that.
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna smack the joke.
Oh, it's a tapestry? I'm going to tear down the tapestry to see if there's anything behind it.
You're going to try and tear down the tapestry?
No, don't do that.
The ancient tapestry.
Go ahead and try and
Ah.
The tapestry is actually very high up. It's like, it's behind this very tall statue. So for it to be visible, it's about 7 feet up this wall.
Oh my gosh. I can't reach anything in this game. Why didn't I pick a taller creature?
I'm going to try and hold. I'm gonna try and hold him.
Okay, you can do that automatically. He only weighs 33 pounds. So you
I'm gonna act like I'm bringing him up, but I'm gonna bring him up, but I'm also gonna bring him backwards as well.
Okay. Cookie, you're reaching out for this, but you can't reach it. And every time you lean forward a little bit more, he takes another step back.
No, what are you doing? Here, let's not pull it down. Let's just look behind it.
I'm gonna look behind it.
Okay, you let Cookie get up to it?
No, I put him down.
You
Actually, no,
got it.
I just dropped Cookie.
Okay, you just dropped Cookie. Cookie, do a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
When we got here, sorry, I was also thinking about something else. It's just the statue with the tapestry. That's the only thing that's
In this chamber, there's a statue with the tapestry, and then it looks like the chamber bends around to the right.
There's nothing else in that.
There's nothing else in this chamber.
I got a critical fail.
Oh,
No.
man. There's this mechanic that my friend does that I want to start taking. And the idea is if you critically fail or you critically succeed, you roll another d20. And if it's a 10 or lower for a critical fail, you confirm the failure and something extra bad happens. And if it's a 10 or higher and you critically succeeded, something extra good happens. So go ahead.
But my very most recent roll, I critically succeeded. Remember when I did the spinny move on the torches?
Yeah.
How come I didn't get an extra benefit?
Well, because he just started this, and
He only
keep
thought of
this
it when he was doing something
not-
bad.
It's
Very
not an
opportunistic.
It's not an extra benefit.
Fine, go ahead and roll 2. The first one will be for your critical success, and your second one will be for your critical failure. Go ahead. I'll retcon something extra good if you get it.
Oh, so what am I doing?
Roll a d20 for your critical success. If it's a 10 or higher, you confirm that success, and something extra good happens. Roll another d20 for this most recent critical failure. If you get a lower than 10, something extra bad might happen.
All right, roll number 1. Well,
You got a critical
failed
fail.
my critical success.
Yeah, nothing.
Does that mean that he's gonna do it again? And if he
It
gets
does.
if he gets below,
Oh my gosh.
They don't stack. That would be fun.
I'm
Well, let's do the
confused.
new one now. Okay, I got an 8 on the critical fail.
Cookie, you land awkwardly on your peg leg and you hear something. And when you take a look at it, you see a little crack.
Ah, no! I tried so hard to make this peg leg.
It's really important that you have it. Be a good one.
So you just dropped him and you cracked his peg leg.
Why did I land on my peg leg? What was I thinking?
Steve, are you still here?
Uh-oh.
How'd
I
you know
think-
that we lost him?
He went off roll 20.
Oh boy.
We lost him. Is there anything you two specifically want to do further in this chamber?
We never did look behind the tapestry.
And neither of us can do that, so that's cool.
Ted's like, I guess I'll lift you up if you really want to look behind.
Alright.
He lifts you up and then he smiles mischievously and drops you on the ground again. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. Not mean like Steve is. He brings you up to the tapestry. What do you do?
I look behind it.
Okay, you grab at it to look behind it and it doesn't move.
Oh, is it attached?
it feels very strongly anchored to this wall somehow.
Maybe we should set it on fire to see what's behind it.
No.
No.
Why
Oh,
not?
I'm back. I think. Can you
Oh,
guys hear
hi.
me?
Steve, the only thing that happened while you were gone was, I don't know if you heard, but Cookie cracked his peg leg after you dropped him.
Oh no.
Does that cause anything negative, or is this like going to come back later on when I?
Nothing inherently has changed about the mechanics of the game for you right now.
It's gonna be a problem.
Your peg
later,
leg still
though.
functions the same, but there is a small crack that has formed in it.
Oh, so it didn't just completely.
No, it
fall
didn't
off
like
its-
shatter or break or like
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also the tapestry is anchored onto the wall somehow.
Yeah.
Tim,
Uh-huh.
what would have happened if we didn't do this extra bad thing and it was just a normal critical fail?
Nothing. He would have fallen on his butt and been embarrassed.
Aha.
But now he's embarrassed and cracked. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this chamber?
Can I do an Arcana check on the?
Can I do an Arcana check on the?
Can I do an Arcana check on the
Tapestry.
Tapestry?
tapestry?
Go ahead, guys. You goober.
I got an 18.
Nick got an 18.
I got.
I got a 21.
Okay, I'd say you all know, or you can all glean that this tapestry is like hung up on this wall.
Hey
by-
Ted, you should do an Arcana check.
Ted's like, I'm not good at that, and I think you guys already know what's going on here.
We do? I
You-
don't.
I'm telling you right now, you goobers. It seems like
Well, how would he know that we know?
It's a good point. Can you explain that, Mr. Voice?
Ted frowns at you,
Voice?
and he's no longer your friend. He's so upset. And I hope you can find a new DM for you for the rest of this campaign.
I'll be the DM. I'll be the DM.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So the tapestry actually falls off of the wall, and behind them is a huge giant that kills us.
Wow,
And the only person that's alive is me. And he picks me up and brings me to the world where Steve Jr. is. The end.
Well, that went dramatically in a different direction.
And that's it for the campaign, guys. Thanks for playing. You guys know that, or can glean that this tapestry is hung by magic, and
Everyone knows that.
well,
I didn't know that.
now you know.
Me
I
neither.
thought it was glue.
It was a magical force that seems to be plastering this tapestry.
Bad
Is
Theeva.
Is there
And
any? Go ahead,
You
Nick.
think that the tapestry itself might have been like manufactured via magic as well?
Interesting.
Oh, so it probably won't burn. I'm gonna try and set it on fire. Just to see.
No.
Why not? If it's magically appended to the wall, I feel like there's something behind it.
Yep. No.
Go ahead, try
Alright.
it.
Okay, bloop. I did. I tried.
There should
Alright,
be
you
a
have the-
memory check.
You have fire starter. Is it like a flint and steel kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. Oh wait, I have a torch. I used the torch.
Oh, cool. I'll have to figure out how this tinderbox works. Yeah, you like put this torch up to the tapestry and nothing happens. Like the flames flicker at the base of this tapestry, but it doesn't set on fire or anything.
Do I recognize you? You said it was a dragonborn shaking hands with.
The statue is of an old elf with a long beard, and it looks like the tapestry is depicting this elf shaking hands with the dragonborn while dragons are flying in the background of you.
Can I do? What would it be like a history? Can I? I want to know more about it.
Yeah, you can do a history check.
I'll do a history check too.
Okay.
Got.
Hey, Cookie.
I'm gonna try and
do a
eat it.
history-
Take a bite.
I
I'm
got-
just gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him before I.
What? You're doing a history check.
I'm just gonna just automatically out of instinct. Yeah. Just kick him.
He's still held up by Ted, so I don't think you can kick him
Oh.
very easily.
Well, I'm gonna kick Ted then.
No.
Okay.
I would think that he's being on the ground, so I would accidentally kick Ted.
We'll deal
I
with
got
that.
a 10
You got 10. Okay.
in kicking.
And kicking.
No.
What about your history check?
Are you rolling a history check as well?
Yeah, I did that. 10.
Oh,
Well, what's your kick? Do a strength check. You're essentially attacking him.
I got an 18.
Oh,
I'm not trying to do it hard.
Oh, I'm gonna fall again.
Okay, so this is what happens. You kick Ted in the ankle, and he yelps, and he says, "Ow!" and he drops
Oh.
Cookie.
Oops, sorry, Ted. Sorry, Ted.
Cookie, do a dexterity saving throw with
I
disadvantage.
was trying to kick Cookie.
Alright, let's see. I sigh while I am falling towards the
He got a.
Did it do
he
it
got
twice?
a 12. Yeah, it did it twice. He got a 12.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Now with the 12, you land on your feet. You know,
What?
you bend, you land on
his
your
foot.
you land on your foot and your fake foot. You land like knees
A
bent.
fake foot. It's a peg leg. It is not a fake foot.
Yeah,
Do I have 2 knees?
you bend your knees. Yeah, you do have 2 knees. You only lost your foot, not your leg. And
Wait,
you
then how come he has a peg leg?
I thought I lost my whole leg. Like up to my knee at least.
you have your knee and like
I thought it was
somewhere
like up to like your shin.
somewhere along your shin is
Yeah.
where it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where your peg leg starts.
Oh, okay. So it's really a peg shin.
And foot.
Yeah, a lot of peg legs are actually peg shins. A lot of pirates only lost their feet, not their whole legs.
And so it's confirmed. Cookie's a pirate.
So that's why I got the eye patch.
Cookie, you land. Your knees hurt a little bit. You're like, ow, my arthritis.
Excuse me?
And let me see what you guys know. Theeva, you know that this is actually you both know this. Steve and Theeva know that this is King Denethen the First, with King Regivius the Second. Is the
And
Dragonborn. It's the Dragonborn king of the old Southern realm, or the Eastern. I guess it was the Eastern realm. And King Denethen the First was the king of the Western realm, and they made an agreement to unify their kingdom into one realm, which is the realm you guys all live in today.
What's
And
it called? Do we know?
yeah, it's called Alia.
Oh, I never knew that.
Sorry, it's called Alienda, and it's been named after. It's gone through a name change since the reunification after the recent War of Flames, and the current queen, Queen Alia, named the realm after herself.
Oh, that's a little egotistical.
So yeah, and Theeva, you know that this is depicting that unification. Steve, you only know who these people are, and you do recognize that is the Dragonborn king of the Eastern realm, the old Eastern Dragonborn kingdom.
So not the current king.
There is no more Dragonborn kingdom.
Gotcha.
I guess Draconic would be the better word for it.
Dracaborn. Okay, go.
That's what-
Dracaborn Wigglebomb.
another wiggle bomb.
Sweet.
Everything's Wigglebomb.
I guess we should keep following along the path.
We're not gonna try and get rid of this tapestry?
No, we
See
don't
what's
want to.
behind it?
Do you
No,
think there's something behind it?
no.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out for a while, but it won't come off.
I wonder if it's magic or something.
Oh, we know that it's
Maybe we
magic.
should do an Arcana check to find out.
We
Yeah.
already did one. We did 3.
You guys, Theeva, you also know that this was about 1,500 years ago. This
Oh, okay.
event that's
Cool.
depicted.
All right,
Well-
well, I guess we should just get going then. Well, did we look at the statue yet?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't think we really did. Does my
Uh,
the statue too?
Sure, you can use your history roll for the statue, but it's just depicting King Denethen the First. You imagine it's towards the end of his long life. He had a very long reign, and the city is named after him. This is where he ruled from. You also remember that his wife, after his death, ruled for some time after him. That was Queen Barella. She's the one who put up the walls of the city.
The city has walls? Or does it
Yeah.
have walls?
So just that way I'm clear on
Is it like castle walls or?
It's just big walls. Don't you remember?
was there for the unification of the Draconic kingdom and his kingdom. He was also there for the War of Flames that separated that and got rid of all the Dragonborn.
No, he was not. He was not there for that war.
Barella.
No.
Okay, but Barella
Whoa,
built the walls.
Steve, what are you doing?
Yes.
Nick, what was that sound you just made?
I thought that was
You're like.
Steve just got possessed. What are you
No, I
talking
didn't.
about?
I didn't do anything. You were just like.
I didn't do that.
incredibly frustrating.
Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
This,
It's really weird.
Steve is having a conniption in the middle of this room now. Ted's like, maybe we should continue or something, or do something, because I think Steve is dying of boredom.
No, Snake, it's
Good.
Cookie. I think Cookie's dying.
I will if I keep falling down.
All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's not your thing, Cookie. It's all your fault.
Like, it'll be easy for my soul to be released since I'm already past the soul statue.
Oh my goodness.
Theeva has started walking. Do you guys follow her? Or are you just going to mess around in this chamber forever?
I guess we should follow her.
Should
Okay.
I fall over? I don't want to fall over.
Orin, good luck getting through this session.
Yeah. Here's to you, Oren.
Don't worry, I'll cut out a lot of the bad parts. Most of our sessions end up being half the length of the length by the time they're cut. So you walk around this bend and you enter another chamber. There's another statue of an elf. There's no tapestry this time, but she is sitting on a throne. Her eyes are raised to the sky, and her one hand is outstretched as if she's holding something, but there's nothing there. And that is what you see. There's another inscription in Elven on the wall near her.
I bet we have to give her a sacrifice to pass over.
I'm gonna give her, let's see. What are my items?
I'm gonna smell around for
Steve.
Steve Jr.
Yes.
I'm gonna give her, I'm gonna try and get a grain of sand from my little bag of sand and give it to her.
Put it in her outstretched
One
hand.
grain of sand.
So her hand is not like palm up, like she was like holding like a pebble or something in her hand. It looks like she was grasping something. Like,
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to put a grain of sand there.
her fist is clenched. There's a little like room in there to be holding something.
Yeah,
Like a staff.
Like you could see her holding a staff or a stick.
like a
or
grain of sand.
well, you put this grain of sand in her hand and it falls right through the hole and onto the ground, and you lose it immediately in the dirt.
All
I'm
right,
gonna,
I'm
I'm
going
gonna start
to
looking for the grain of sand.
I'm going to give Ted a and then put his underwear in the hand of the elf statue.
No.
You put underwear on her hand.
Yeah,
You
I
put
give
your-
Ted a wedgie and hang him on.
How are you gonna give Ted a wedgie? Okay,
Oh, terrible. I am.
Ted, you
just barking.
do like a Constitution
Bark,
saving
bark, bark,
throw.
bark, 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 bark.
Yeah, you try and give Ted a wedgie. I guess do like a sleight of hand. You're trying to like sneak your hands in his pants to grab all his underwear.
Yeah, that's about right. Let's see here.
While this is happening, I'm gonna check out the room and like investigate and see if there's anything else there.
Okay, you can roll like a perception check for that.
I got an 18.
Oh, I critically failed.
Yeah, you walk around, but you're like walking in a circle, and
He got a crit.
and you don't see anything.
Wait, Dana critically failed.
Yeah, there's nothing really extra bad that can happen from a perception roll though, so I'm not gonna have her confirm it.
She's not gonna lose her eyes.
No, she's gonna. There's just gonna be like a.
I'm not
There's
blind.
just gonna be like a statue. The statue there's just gonna be a thing that pops out. Then she's gonna be and run away.
Cookies, Ted contested your sleight of hand with perception, and to see if he notices, and he got a 17. So I guess
Yeah, 19.
you wedge him.
Oh my god.
What are you trying? You trying to hang him from this hand?
Well, I hang the wedgie.
Wait,
on the hand.
shouldn't he also need to do a strength test?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a strength
Maybe
check
it'll
to
lift
see if
his
you
head,
can.
but
Wait, is he even tall enough?
You can barely reach up to this hand, but you are gonna have to pull the underwear up like a foot. So do a strength check.
Like a foot?
all right.
What does a foot have to do with this?
I've never failed a strength check before.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna try and. He got a
Alright.
15.
I brace myself and I pull up with all my might. I got a 15.
Okay, yeah, with a 15, you like just barely can't reach it. It like almost gets up there.
Well,
Ted, can
well-
you help me up?
Sure, I will.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna grab Cookie,
Oh my
walk
gosh.
a few, walk a few meters away, and put him on the ground.
Why are you guys doing this to him?
So you're
Wait,
gonna-
while I'm holding the underwear?
I'm gonna fry your hands away.
Okay, you are removing Cookie from the underwear.
I'm
Yes.
gonna hold on with all my might.
All right, do a strength contest.
Oh.
I got a 16.
Dan just asked if the crypt continues. It does. There's a bend to the right past.
Oh,
this.
really? Oh,
Yep.
this isn't a puzzle? Huh. Well, I guess we should just keep going. Also, I lost the strength battle.
Okay, you are pried away from this underwear. It snaps violently into Ted. It deals 100 damage, and he immediately explodes.
Wait a second, he explodes?
Yeah,
That's
into
good. I never liked him anyways.
1,000 pieces. Now you have pieces of Ted all over all of your faces.
Jeez, I'm gonna try and use CPR on the piece that I think is wherever you're supposed to use CPR.
We are certified.
You accidentally swallow it.
Ah!
No, guys, can we? Okay. The inscription is in Elven.
Okay,
So no
I'm gonna
fear?
put a piece on Theeva's back.
But you
Or read it, I mean.
you can do a history roll to see if you recognize who this
I'm gonna
woman
do a
is.
history roll to see if I recognize it.
Okay, go ahead.
21.
With the 21, yeah, I mean, you remember that this woman looks very similar to the woman you saw in the tapestry when Sasha was telling you about Queen Borella. So you know that this is Queen Borella. You also know that she, as Sasha told you, rose the walls of Denethen after outliving her husband, King Denethen I, who you saw in the chamber before this one. She lived for many, many years after his death.
Well, that's nice. Alright, should we keep going?
What does many, many years mean?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Hundreds.
That's not normal.
Elves live to be like 700 years old.
She was an elf.
Yes.
She was an elf.
He was an elf, so was King Denethen I.
Is there any Prince Borellas?
No.
Princesses
I'm
Borellas?
gonna move on to the next room.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and hop on her.
Hop on me?
You were much bigger than she is, so you cannot do that.
Okay,
I-
I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to try and hop on her.
Oh, absolutely not. I refuse to be ridden like a horse.
I'm gonna grab him. And,
I growl when he comes near me.
I'm gonna just carry him around.
Wait, what's
That sounds
happening?
like I didn't have a chance to even come close to her.
Great. I keep walking.
Or Steve picked me up.
Steve picked you up.
What'd you pick
Now-
me up by?
By your arms.
Okay, you're just dangling by your arms now, Cookie.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you guys turn this bend, and you see quite a long hallway. And along the hallway, there's just a row of statues, all seated in the same position. They're all different elven kings and queens, you imagine. There are inscriptions. They're all in elven. And you see at the very end of the hallway is another chamber with a statue off by itself.
Ah!
It looks like the chamber expands. You can't see the whole chamber, but you can see that there's a statue.
Can I do
All
a
right.
quick history check to see if I recognize any of these people?
Sure.
I critically failed.
Critically failed. You do not know any of these people.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's go on to the next chamber, I guess.
Before we do that, can I do a quick investigation roll just to make sure there's nothing else in here we're missing?
Yeah, feel free.
17.
You don't notice anything weird or different in this hallway, but you do get the scent of Steve Jr. is getting quite strong.
Great.
Oh, I forgot what we were here for.
Yeah, I forgot about Steve
Oh,
Jr.
really? I've been checking for Steve Jr. every step of the way.
And me and Cookie have just been like,
Yeah.
"Bleh."
Messing around over there.
Okay, so you continue.
Uh-huh.
You enter this chamber and you see that
I
there's
think the little puppy wants us to go.
Okay, let's follow the Mastiff.
you follow the master.
I follow the puppy.
As you enter this next chamber, as you can see the whole thing, you see that there's not just one statue, but there's two.
There's
And
12 statues.
there's only two. And the first statue is an old elf. He's standing next to what looks like a dragonborn statue. You can tell because of the scaly tail, etc. But there's no head.
On the elf or on the
On the
dragon?
dragonborn. And actually, you notice on the ground next to the king is a dragonborn head. You can surmise that this head was on the dragonborn statue and it is no longer.
Oh, phew.
There's also like a dragon's tail curling around Ranastat, or sorry, giving you stuff you don't need to know yet. Statue of the dragon's tail curling around the Dragonborn statue.
So the Dragonborn's tail is Ranastat.
There is an elf, and then there's a Dragonborn statue without a head.
Those are two different statues.
Two different statues standing.
Is there
facing each
anything
other.
on them?
I'm trying to tell you that.
I was just making sure I was clear.
There's a dragon's tail curling around the Dragonborn statue, and there is in the elf's hands a willow wreath, which is a symbol of peace.
Is there any inscriptions?
Is it a real willow wreath?
It is a statue of a willow wreath. It is carved of stone, and there are inscriptions in Elven here as well. And it looks like there's like a pile of rubble next to the Dragonborn statue.
Well, shall we take the head and place it back on the body?
I'm going to do a perception check.
Okay.
You said they were facing each other?
Yes.
So it looked like it should have been a peace thing, but someone removed the head?
A critical fail.
Okay, yeah, you're like staring at the ceiling, and you're like, looks like a ceiling.
I'm gonna
Hey guys!
check it out now
The
too.
ceiling is really sealing.
I got
Another quick sponsor from Minecraft
what are you
Dungeons.
doing? Investigation.
What are you doing? You're just
I wanna look and see what's
I'm
going
talking
on.
about our sponsor.
See if there's anything.
what's it?
The statues.
You're investigating the statues. I guess you can do
Yeah.
an investigation roll.
Okay. It was 19.
You're pretty sure that pile of rubble was a statue as
Oh,
well.
it was an additional statue.
I'm gonna do a history check of that pile of rubble.
On the pile of rubble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. 8.
Does that pile of rubble look familiar to you, Steve?
I got a 21.
You got a 21?
Mhm.
You look at this pile of rubble and you're like, I believe this stone is from the Earth's mantle, from the period 20,000 years ago, formed by volcanic eruptions while the mountains were forming
Wow,
in the
you are
world.
an incredible geologist.
I don't even know what I'm saying. What am I saying?
I'm interested in this. Can I check out the head removal to see if I can identify what happened to it?
Sure. Investigate the head removal section.
Yeah.
You got a 21 as well.
How big is the volcano mass?
It looks like
Volcanic
someone.
mass?
It looks like someone like cleaved it off with something either very sharp or very hot, something that was able to slice right through the stone.
Okay.
You think like the head just like rolled off into the ground, and whoever had cut off the head was satisfied just leaving it where it landed.
Interesting. Okay. And then I'm looking for the Denethen oven. Yeah.
Yes, I won.
Very weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
What? How
Okay.
I won?
Is there anything else in the room, or is that it?
It's just these statues here.
And it continues on after that?
It does bend around again.
I'm gonna keep going.
I'm gonna keep going.
You're only interested in the pile of rubble. No one wants to do a history check on these statues.
Oh, I forgot. I thought that that had happened.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a history check on the pile of statues. I got a 12.
You got a 12. Anyone else want to do one?
Yeah, I'll do one too. I got a 20 history. Hold on, wait. History is 21.
Okay. Steve, you know, like this head is a resemblance enough to you, and this person's important enough to you. You know that this is King Ranastad, who was the king of the Draconic Empire during the War of Flames. And Theeva, you recognize that this is King Denethen IV, the king of Denethen, the Lord of Denethen and the Eastern Realm when the War of Flames broke out. He and the rest of his family presumably passed away during that war.
He died during the war.
That is what you know. Yeah.
Okay, and he's holding a whip. Okay,
All right, shall we go?
let's do
You guys
it.
done staring at these boring statues?
I'm going to do a perception check. No, I'm not.
For a bard, Cookie cares very little about history.
So Nick, how are you?
How am I?
Yeah, why are you going downstairs? Are you going downstairs?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh, well, can you get something
Are
for
you-
me too?
Are you gonna fight a plastic bag again?
Nick, get me some too! I want some bags.
It's really hard to open this, actually.
Nick, get some for me.
Oh, you're closer than I was. Let's
Well,
bet you.
oh, fine. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Cookie break.
Okay. You guys continue on. You turn around the bend, and you see something pretty interesting. You see the statues of a younger elven man and woman sitting in a boat, holding hands, looking out into the distance. You see an elven inscription by the base of the statue, and there's also a common inscription that you're not close enough yet to see. There's a third figure facing the wall, and at first you think it's a statue, but then you realize it is a person.
Oh no.
It's a woman holding a staff.
I would like to do a history check on the woman.
Me too.
What, guys?
Is she
She's
Queen
wearing a
Morella?
robe, and her hood is up.
I got a
And
5.
you can't do a history check on a person that you don't even see their face.
It's a person?
Yeah,
Oh.
She's holding the super staff, you say?
she's holding a staff.
Do you guys think it's the staff?
I don't know. I feel like we're still too far away to.
Better be careful with this lady.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it.
And where's Steve Jr.? Isn't
yeah,
this the end of the line?
This is not the end of the line.
Oh, okay. Should we just keep going then?
I'm gonna smell around for Steve.
You're gonna smell around for Steve?
Like I
Um,
shouldn't say around. I'm gonna smell where I am. We haven't quite entered in yet, I imagine.
Maybe the lady's friendly. I feel like
So,
she's
so
seen us
you're just
now.
like sniffing around me?
We should probably say something to this lady.
I'm gonna
She's
say,
she
no,
obviously
dog.
doesn't care.
No, doggy, stop sniffing me.
Okay, as soon as you say something, Steve, she turns around and you
Oh,
see
boy.
her face and you recognize her as Sasha.
Oh,
Sasha.
Who's Sasha?
hey Sasha, what's up?
You met her in the castle. She was working in the kitchen. She showed
She's
you.
Was she that person who told us everything about Queen Morella?
Yes. And she turns around and you see her face. She's Sasha. She's holding the staff. You see when she turns around that it is there's a red gem embedded into the head of the staff. It looks very similar to the one that you saw depicted in that tapestry of Queen Morella. And
Oh boy.
she says, "Oh, hi guys. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that I would see you here. I think I have something of yours." And she steps aside, and there's Steve Jr.
Steve Jr.
Hey.
He sees you, Steve, and he bounds towards you and leaps up towards your face and tries to lick it.
I'm
Can
gonna let
pigs
him
do
lick
that?
it.
Cool. He licks
That's
your
like
face.
a 7-foot.
Leap.
I imagine Steve either catches Steve Jr. or puts his face near Steve Jr. for this lick to happen.
Yeah,
Did you do either of those things? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, and Sasha says, "I trust that your mission has gone successfully."
What missing?
Mission? Wait, we just no. I don't know what you're talking about.
What missing?
She looks at you confused. She says, Where'd your other friend go?
What other friend?
Why are you guys being so weird? Did you
Guys, we can't keep doing this to people. We need people on our side.
I don't even know what she's talking about.
Ugh.
Well, look, we did kill the king, if that's what you mean.
yes, of course that's what I meant. You
Oh.
confused.
Yes, we succeeded.
Well, I thank you for your help. This was something I could not have done on my own. She closes her eyes and she says, "The city will remember this day. There was bloodshed. I lost a few close friends myself. Despite this, the good that will be brought to the city and the realm is worth the price." She opens her eyes again. She looks at you like the fiery expression. She says, "Denethen was once a proud city. Though the walls were put up by Queen Morella, the drawbridge was always down. It was a place that any weary soul could find sustenance, shelter, and even redemption. It's time, I think. It's time for the walls to come down." And as she says that, the staff flashes slightly in her grip. Then she looks at you, Steve, and she approaches you, and she says, "You." And when she gets to you, she cups your face in her hands,
Weird.
and she says, "You look so familiar. Where are you from?
A wizard school.
Hogwarts?
Where were
No,
you
not
born?"
Hogwarts. Where was I born?
You'll have to check your book of memories.
It doesn't say.
This is up to you, Steve. Do you remember where you were born? Where were you before you were learning from that wizard?
You can check the map. I have a picture of the map.
I
Do you
was
remember?
I was born in a place called Ding Dongville. I
That's
think.
pretty good.
Ding dong, Will.
Do you remember your parents, Steve?
No.
Okay. What do you actually say to her? Do you say you were born on this weird island that Cookie pretended to be a
No.
from?
No, I don't know.
Okay. You can say that you don't know.
Oh no.
You remember. She nods and she says, "Do you remember your parents?"
No.
That's sad to hear, she says. Then she, releases her.
Does
Her
anyone
tender
here
girl.
remember our parents? I ask everyone here.
Ted's like, I
I
remember.
remember mine. But they died when I was young.
I can't answer that question. Darn it.
Ted, do you remember your parents?
Oh, we found him. I'm turning back into a dragonborn.
Okay, you turn back to
Yeah.
Dragonborn. She's like, whoa! Ah!
Oh, Pooch, you're really Theeva.
Oh, there's where your other friend went. Why didn't you just say she turned into a dog? Why were you
I
weird
didn't
about
know who you're talking about. I don't really know who's anyone's talking about right now.
it? Do you answer her, or do you?
That's exactly what I
Well,
just said.
everyone's talking about their parents.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what made me think of it because I was like, I don't get to talk. Yeah, I'm like, I remember my parents, and I'm hoping to return to them someday and make them proud.
Oh, it must be nice.
Hey, Ted, do you
Good
remember
for
your
you.
parents?
That's
Hey,
like,
Ted.
I remember nothing. I just said
Ted
that.
has no memories. My parents were killed when I was a child. And
I thought your parents were turned into garden gnomes.
yeah, that's worse than death, I'd say. And yeah, Steve doesn't even remember his parents, so
Yeah,
it
it
must
didn't.
be nice, Theeva.
It
Did you
wasn't.
turn into a dragonborn just to tell us that? Just to rub that in our faces?
Was left out of the parent conversation. That's like everything that motivates me. Okay, Cookie.
She says, well, it sounds like you could probably get to know each other a little bit better. But then she reaches into one of her pockets and she says, I actually have something I could give you.
Who?
She's talking to you, Steve, because she's still standing right in front of you. She says, I owe you all a great debt, and I know this doesn't repay you, but I hope this will help you in your travels. And she pulls out like this very nice, well-carved wooden bear. She says, this is the sign of the resistance. It's a sign of hope, a sign of prosperity, and freedom to come. It's a sign for the poor, the weary, the exiled, and the forgotten. It is my sigil now, Sasha the Bear, first of her name, and I hope you can find good use for this. And she gives it to you, Steve.
Thank you.
You should make sure to
I
put
will.
that in your bag.
I point at her staff and say, where did you get that?
She smiles and she says, I may have found it somewhere.
Because we were hoping to find a very similar staff.
Wait, so what did she give?
She smiles. She smiles again and she says, like I said, I have some work to do with this. The walls are coming down. And
Well, when you're finished with that, can Steve have it? Once the walls are down or whatever?
She shakes her head and she says, I will be the steward of the city from now on, and this will come in good use for me.
But we're the ones who murdered the king. You couldn't even do that.
Oh no.
Why did
Shut
you
up,
make us
Cookie.
do it?
Yeah.
If you are just taking the relics.
I literally saved you.
She says, I don't remember being the one who asked you to do that, actually.
Oh, is that somebody else? Sorry, I have a bad memory.
Oh, sure. You're just a liar.
She says, I'm sure this is an interesting relic for anyone, but it has a pretty important place in my plans. So I will be going now to start enacting some of them. And I think you guys should probably plan your exit from the city, I think.
Okay.
I think things are going to start happening here pretty quickly.
We should leave.
Are a lot of people going to die?
She shrugs her shoulders and she says, I'm not sure. I hope not, but we'll see. And the staff lights up pretty bright, and you guys for a second are blinded. And when you can see again, she's gone.
Whoa.
That's probably the staff.
You guys are left alone in this chamber now. You can see that where she was standing, there is an inscription, and this is not in Elven; it's in Draconic.
In Draconic. No, this is
Hey.
the inscription on the statue.
The inscriptions on the statue have Elven inscriptions, but also like
Common.
right next to them, common inscriptions.
I want to read all the inscriptions that I can.
Okay.
The common and the Draconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. You should send us the Draconic one.
You don't want to tell Cookie?
Not yet.
Okay.
Hey
I'll tell
guys, what does that say?
I'll tell you what the common inscriptions are, and then I will
no.
send you the Draconic inscriptions. Or inscription, there's only one.
So the common one is on the statue of the man and the woman in the boat.
Yeah. Those inscriptions say, just to remind you that there's an elven, like, they're young like adults. There's an elven man and an elven woman holding hands on this boat. It says, Lord Denethen V, born Prince Coolus of Denethen, and Princess Sorelei, taken from us too soon. May the wrongs of Ranastada never be forgotten.
Is anyone reading this out loud?
I mean, you all can read this, so
Yeah,
either
I'm
you
reading it.
or you read it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna interrupt Cookie and say,
Which is a lot.
I'm Lord Denethen the 160th.
Why would you even say that?
Lord Denethen V, born Prince Kulas, Kulas, if it matters, of Denethen, and Princess Sorelei, taken from us too soon. May the wrongs of Ranastada never be forgotten.
Yep, that stuff.
A few things, guys.
I know this because I'm Lord Denethen the 160th.
So a few things. Maybe the wrongs of Ranastad. So Ranastad was the Draconic king during the war, right?
Mhm.
We figured that out. And didn't
111. Oh no.
didn't the king call you that?
Steve?
Steve?
Yeah.
Didn't Delvin, or not Delvin, didn't the king call you Ranastad before you went and killed him? He was like, Ranastad,
Yeah.
come back to whatever.
Oh yeah. I think.
And now this woman was all like looking at your face and being like, where are you from? There's something weird going on here with you, dude.
And that weird tapestry statue of the dragon with its head gone. That's Ranastad too.
Oh yeah, was that Ranastad as well? Yeah.
Yeah, Tim said it was.
So I think there's some interesting connections that we should be aware of and be thinking of with not only Ranastad and this like vengeance against him based on the inscription. They said like the wrongs of Ranastad not be forgotten, and then somebody took off the head of Ranastad, and people are connecting you with him somehow, it seems. Maybe it was just the king being old and sick and crazy and turning into a werewolf. But I think we should
But everyone else is doing it.
That woman definitely, she didn't directly relate you to him, but she definitely, Sasha was looking at you kind of weird. So we should just think about that.
So I sent you two Dragonborns, the Draconic inscription. It's just a single name.
Oh, I see.
Hey, can someone tell me what that says?
Okay, I'm looking at that.
Where's this inscription?
That's on the wall where, right where Sasha was standing when you walked in.
Says silly waggle poo. Yuck.
Well, I can't wait until we find something written in Gnomish,
It says English.
because I'm gonna keep it a secret from everybody.
What? I didn't do it to you.
What'd you say?
I just told you what it said.
I couldn't hear you over the silly cobra, whatever.
It's a name. It says Silas.
Silas Scratch.
Silas.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Duh.
Oh. Well, I'm still gonna keep whatever I read a secret for
That's
the rest of my days.
I do think it's probably a good idea that we do get out of here soon. There's no real need to continue going through the crypt now that we have Steve Jr. and we know where the staff is.
Yeah, should we go find
I
Luke
died.
or whatever his name is?
I will say the crypt does seem to continue. It does seem to bend around again, so you guys don't have to continue going with it.
I think we should go to lock. Do we know what time it is by the sun?
You
We're
can't
in
see
a
the sun,
crypt,
obviously,
so-
but you saw the sunrise in Delworth's chamber, so you know it's been a few hours since then. It's probably around like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Didn't
I think
I am
Zach-
so tired, by the way. I haven't
didn't Locke
slept in a
ask
whole
us
day.
to? Didn't Locke ask us to do it in the day? Then do it at night, but actually do it in the morning.
Yeah, what was the actual thing again?
He did end up asking you to come at night.
At night, okay. Then I think maybe what we do here is we just take a peek to see if there's anything interesting in the next room or so. We shouldn't keep going the entire way, but I think we are getting some interesting information. I would like to see one more room or so. 1 to 2 more rooms.
This is just like the library.
Yeah, we got nothing out of the library. I deserve this.
I know, it's
Welcome to the next
all
room.
Nick's fault. I can't believe he did that. It's all his fault.
All
Oh
right,
my
let's
goodness,
go to the
Nick,
next
what did you
room.
just do?
Just give me 2 more rooms. That's all I want.
Find the queen's grave and make sure it's dug up, I guess.
You go to the next chamber, and there's another statue. This one's not of an elf; it's of a man, an old man.
Human man?
Human man, and there's a common inscription. It says, "Here lies Lord Delworth of Denethen, first of his name. His actions preserved the life of Alia, and for fulfilling this heroic duty, may he persist in an eternally peaceful slumber." And there's a long, slender-fingered handprint next to this inscription. The pinky extended to the side, and that's what you see.
Can I dig into the grave to see if there's anything
No.
worth money in there?
We're not digging him up.
These
Why not?
are not graves; these are statues.
Oh, I thought we were in a crypt.
You are.
Yes, but statues. There are like 7,000 statues.
You imagine that based on like burial practices of this area, that they are likely all cremated, and
Wait.
the ashes
What?
might be like inside these statues.
Question.
Oh,
You said it was Lord Delworth?
Yes,
But didn't we just kill Lord Delworth?
you would remember this, that the current Lord Delworth is the second of his name,
Oh, sorry. Got you.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
and that
they
is
had a speedy burial process.
I know. I was like, wait a second.
this would be his father.
Interesting.
What?
And it was something about protecting Alia.
Yes, who you know is the current queen of the realm, and she is an elf, which is why she's still alive. She's several centuries old at this point.
I want to. Okay, interesting. Can I do a history check? Is there anything else I'm going to get out of a history check?
You might get something.
I'm going to do a quick history check.
I'm gonna do a proficiency check.
I got it.
I'm gonna do a prophecy check.
Hey, did
Yep.
we get any experience from killing the king?
Yes, you'll get a boatload of experience once you leave the city.
I got a 12.
So next time or before next time, you will certainly be leveling up. You got a 12? Steve, you know
I
that
did a perception.
you did a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, you noticed that that on the other side of this chamber, there's another, like sitting right across from Lord Delworth is a woman. And
Do we know who this woman is?
you know that you didn't roll a history check, but there's an inscription. It is the queen, the wife of Lord Delworth. First,
The second?
down here as well.
Does it look tampered with?
Nope.
But she's still alive?
Nope. They both died of old age.
Isn't that where the staff was supposed to be? Was with her?
The staff was supposed to be with Queen Barela, which was...
And this is Alia?
No, this is the wife of Lord Delworth, the former queen of the city,
Oh,
and the mother of the king you just killed,
okay.
Oh.
Alia is the current queen.
of the entire realm.
Goodness gracious me.
Hey guys, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
My real name isn't Lord Delworth, the 160th. This is.
Like,
Huh?
what?
What?
Lord
I'm really not Lord Delworth, the 160th.
You mean
Wow.
Ranestad?
No, Lord Delworth.
Oh, you're Lord Delworth.
I
Yeah.
thought you were Lord Delworth this whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't
sorry,
think
I
you
lied.
were the one.
I lied.
It's weird that they skipped from number 2 to 160.
Luga.
Are you from the future?
Does this run continue? Does the crypt continue?
It looks like it does.
Wait, I forgot that we just killed the.
I want to see one more room.
Okay.
Wait, is Lord Delworth's what happened to Lord Delworth's wife?
She passed away from old age, just like he did.
So there will be no Lord Delworth III.
No, the current king never married, never had children. He was quite a young man, though, at the time of his demise.
Of his
so there was-
werewolfness.
Yeah, there was a lot of hope that he was going to marry soon, but obviously that did not happen.
So
But he does have a sister, so they're
Ollie is queen of the entire room.
which you learned last time.
Yeah, he does have a sister.
Theeva, you turn
Boom, boom.
you turn into the next chamber. It looks like the crypt continues. In this chamber, there is a base of a statue with nothing on it at this time.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's head out, guys. I think. Thoughts?
There's nothing more? Can't
I
go
don't,
further?
I don't want to take us through the entire crypt because I do think we should get out. I just wanted to see what was in these next couple rooms.
Let's try one more room.
Steve Jr. doesn't go boom.
As you continue in the crypt, look, these rooms all look the same. There's like a few like statue bases already set up,
Nothing on them.
but nothing.
How far can I just see to the end as far as I can? Or is there more bends?
Almost every chamber has a bend before the next one.
It feels like it's probably the end of what they've built thus far then. These feel like they're probably like to be constructed bases. I'm happy to go when you guys are ready.
All right, you guys head out.
Should we head out towards the ocean?
We should head out towards Locke.
Yeah, what about Luke?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Locke. Alright. I guess
That would be a good way for us to leave, I think, though.
Wait, Nick, I love how you said, oh, I was just a syllable away. Locke and Luke are all one syllable.
You just got that, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't. I just
The
said
longest landing joke.
That's a joke. See,
So
Nick,
what are you guys actually doing?
Which way do you think we should go, Steve? Do you think we should go out towards the ocean and head back for Locke at some point, or do you think we should head out the way we came in?
what does it look like outside? Sunny?
You are like, you don't know how far under the ground you are, but you are, you're buried in a crypt at this point.
Oh, well, let's go out.
Buried? Are we dead?
You could be if you waited long enough.
I don't want to be dead, though.
So
Oh, I'm dead!
the way we came in was pretty close to Locke's. If I remember correctly, we met Penny.
I remember that too.
Oh, yeah, we should do it the way we came in, then. Jeez,
You guys
Nick, why
know where
did-
Locke lives, right?
No.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, because I have written that hill behind the building of the birthday party meet. Yeah, so we're going to end up behind Locke's building if we come out the way we went in.
Alright, let's go.
All right, so you leave the way you came in yesterday.
Wow, that was yesterday?
Yeah,
Long
and
time ago. It's a long day.
yeah, we really also should probably rest during our day.
Yeah, so you guys actually, you took the long rest and woke up like at sunset yesterday. So you guys, it still hasn't been a full day for you guys. You're
Okay,
you're
cool.
getting pretty tired,
Oh,
but
wait,
you
we did a long rest?
Should we
Not
do a
yet.
long rest right now? Weren't we supposed to meet Locke at nighttime anyways? Should we just long rest until nighttime again?
Wait, we did. Okay, I need to redo my spells.
No, we did a short rest right now, Steve.
you have
Oh.
not yet long rested. The last time you long rested was right before you went into the castle. But that means you've only been awake for like, I want to say 15 hours.
Yeah, we stayed.
I'm an old man. 15
And-
hours is
and
so
long.
long.
We should try and long rest
Yeah, we should try and long rest.
until nighttime.
Do we go back to that place? Do we dare?
Didn't we like leave it a pretty big mess last time?
Oh God, I forgot about that, y'all.
I
Okay,
did not. I don't. I forget about it. I still
we-
don't remember.
should we rest maybe like right at the entrance of the tunnel, like so we're still kind of hidden?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys, you leave the crypt. You walk through this fuzzy statue again. Ted goes up a few more times and does the hand joke again.
Hand joke.
Yeah, he makes his hand talk through the statue.
Oh, I'm gonna continue on with the joke. Slap.
He comes back and looks defeated again. He's like, I guess I thought maybe referencing it again would make it funnier, but I know I was wrong. Sorry.
No,
Wait.
now I'm gonna start
Dad,
laughing.
I guess you forgot how to be funny too, huh?
Now I'm gonna
Oh,
start
Dad,
laughing.
stop putting on Ted so much. It makes me sad.
Now I'm gonna start laughing. Now I'm going to start laughing.
And one tear rolls down Ted's face and lands on the ground. Then you guys continue on, and you get to the exit of this tunnel. You see daylight streaming in, and you're like, finally, light. And there's like a bunch of bushes in front of this entrance, so like there's some grass you could lay on by the entrance to this tunnel if you want to.
Yeah, I'm
Why
gonna.
don't we go to sleep
Congrats.
where it's really bright? Why don't we go back in the tunnel where it's nice and dark?
I guess we could, but I would like to lay on the grass, and the light doesn't bother me. I'm
I'll
too
go
tired.
back in the tunnel
All
and
right,
lie on my diplomat's robes.
nice. Yeah, Ted curls up on the grass too, next to Theeva. Steve, do you sleep on the grass or you sleep on the
I sleep
cold,
on
wet
the
ground of
grass.
the tunnel? Nice.
It's Steve Jr.
Oh, you're all cuddled up. Okay, you guys get a long rest. That means you get your hits dice back, you get your spell slots back, you get your health back.
Love it.
Nice.
So we're gonna get Locke, and then we're gonna head to what's it called?
The ocean?
Cluster in Moran.
Oh yeah, the entire reason that we've been doing this for the first place.
I also love how Delvin is presumably still in his cell.
Yeah, sorry, Delvin. Tried.
Oh no. I forgot about him.
Nah, we don't need him.
I
Do
mean,
you think we'll be able to commute his sentence from the king if the king is dead?
Well, no, there's gonna be a new king.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could have brought that up to Sasha while you were talking to her.
oh man.
You didn't, so who knows?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jim,
God.
maybe you could have brought that up to Sasha while you were being Sasha.
So, what do you guys do? Wake up. It is like dark. You were
Go
exhausted
find Luke.
all
What we
day.
told him.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
we go back. We should go back to that back alley of
Does
the
anyone
building.
know where Luke is?
Okay, so you guys go. Theeva and Steve, you lead the way to where you remember Locke's room to be.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
What'd you
Yeah.
do, dude? Okay.
I'm dying.
So you guys go to where Locke's room is. You hear commotion happening, like near where the marketplace is.
We
Oh.
shouldn't go that way because we just learned that many people are going to die from something.
Not necessarily.
Wait, why are many people
Does it-
going to
Can I
die?
do a perception check to see if I hear people dying?
Why are people gonna die?
Sure, do a perception check.
Cookie is being a pessimist about Sasha's plans.
What's Sasha's plans?
She's taking down the wall.
And who's Sasha?
Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Is Sasha a thing? Or is Sasha a story?
I got a 17.
Nice.
Cookie, you can make out the sounds of iron striking iron, steel striking steel, and you do hear screams of pain.
Oh dear.
Guys, it sounds like the blacksmith is hard at work.
I'm gonna take a rock and throw it at Locke's window.
What does this rock look like?
It's just like a pebble. Are there any pebbles on the ground?
Oh yeah.
I'm
there
not
are
trying to like
pebbles.
break his window. It's not like a boulder.
Okay,
right?
do a dexterity check. See how accurate you are.
Nice. I got a 17.
Okay, yeah. You recognize this window because of the
Poster.
Elven band poster that you see in it, and the pebble clings right off the window. And a few seconds later, the window opens up, and out pops a little elven head, and he looks down at you guys, and he like mouths something to you. He's like, "Is it time to go?"
I take another rock and I throw it at the next window.
No.
I guess do a dexterity roll.
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay, Locke like nods excitedly and gives like the 1 second symbol
Uh-huh.
and closes his window.
I got a 4.
You got a 4. So you're like aiming at the 4th floor. So you chuck this pebble, and I guess you're stronger than you thought. It goes right onto the roof. You don't get to hit any windows, you chaotic gnome. You got like a few minutes later, Locke pops out the the back entrance that he's led you out before, and he has like a knapsack on, and he's like, "Yeah, let's go."
Hey, Luke, what's up? Been a while.
Then he scratches his eyes a little bit. And he's like, "Do you hear that? Is that fighting?"
Yeah, sounds like it. We should probably go
Yeah,
in the other
we
direction.
might have started a war actually, but it's okay because we're about to leave.
So yeah, what do you guys do? How do you guys leave the city?
We should
Let's
not
go
go.
to the ocean, right?
Yeah, we should go not the direction of. Wait, didn't you memorize the map? Don't you know where Moran would be?
Yeah. Also, Steve, didn't you want to get a Tinkerer's kit from the market? We head
No,
over and
we're not going into the market.
No,
Now's the
I
perfect time if you
since
want
I
to
have
get
a
one.
backpack now I have stuff to throw. So no,
Now
I don't
is
need.
the perfect
I
time.
don't need a tinkerer's kit anymore.
Everything's closed, and we walk through a fight.
All right, let me check my memory of this map. Or wait, did I draw it actually in the game too?
Yeah,
I
you
think
drew
we drew
it.
it.
So you have like a crude drawing of it.
Which way do we need to go to get to Moran?
When I still have the map up on Roll20, I can just put you guys in it so you can see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you all. This is the crude drawing that I did.
Oh wow, pretty crude.
Ooh.
Yikes.
So
Okay.
we need to head over to here.
Wow, that's
Right
good.
here.
Where are we?
Where is Moran? That's Malvern. Oh,
Oh,
here's
there's
Moran.
Moran. And we are
We're
in
over here.
Denethen, yeah.
Okay, so we
don't
probably
head
should
to
go
the
to the
ocean.
sea.
I'm glad we checked.
I mean,
I don't
you
know
gotta
though.
get out of the city somehow.
Is now a good time to be going out the gates?
No.
We just killed the king. Oh, Luke, we just killed the king, by the way. Just so you know.
Oh, you did what?
I don't
He
know if
was
that's
the werewolf.
be telling everyone, but okay. He
Look,
was a
if
werewolf.
he's a part of our party, we need to let him in on our secrets.
Fair.
It's not a secret.
Can we take the
He's
path
like
towards
he's like looking back up at his room. He's like,
Yeah, I mean, I have some moral questions about letting this teenage kid just run away from home and us kind of abducting him anyway, but like
he is a teenage elf, so he's like 80 years old.
Oh, okay, cool. I love the image of this like 80-year-old elf being like angsty and cranky and like loving his bands. Anyway,
Let's go to the sea probably and just go around.
go around the back of Denethen. Okay, I'm down with that. We don't want to go out the main way.
Okay, so you guys, I imagine you are going back into the tunnels that you just came from, and you're gonna take that other path that you haven't gone down yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys do that. So you guys go through these tunnels again. You go through that path that you hadn't gone down before, and it seems to descend for a while, and then it comes back up, and then you hear the sound of crashing waves in the distance, something that none of you have ever heard before.
This is very exciting.
And then
I've never heard that.
Nope, it opens up, and you see a big beach with the ocean and like the moonlight shimmering off the waves as they crash against the sides of the cliffs that surround this like little beach cove area, and it's all very beautiful. And you see in the sand 2 pairs of footsteps that go all the way to the ocean. And you see like also like a bunch of like, you know, like so there's like a fire pit, and there's some like discarded food items, and looks like cans that used to have beverages in them. You think that people have been eating here, and you see what looks like something in the water. You can't quite make it out because you're too far away.
Do you
That
think
seems like a fun place to be.
Yeah. Do you think this is where the people we let out of jail ended up?
Yeah, maybe. We should go check them out. Check it out.
Maybe they'll let us crash for the night.
We already just slept, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. We should probably get out of Denethen entirely.
You're also now on a very weird sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Well, let's check out the camp.
Okay.
Which direction are you going? There's like the fire pit and stuff to your left near the cliff edges, but the water's kind of in the other direction, and that's where there's some stuff in the water that you can't quite make out.
Hey Tim, We need a character for Locke.
Yep, I'll be making up a character sheet and stuff for next time.
Where's the footprints?
I already have a picture.
Oh, nice. Send me that, Isaiah.
Okay.
The footprints go all the way to the water.
Hey, Steve, do you check out the campfire, or do you want to check out the water?
I'm going to the water.
What can? Plastic can? Coca-Cola can? Spray
Campfire.
can?
All right, never mind,
Campfire?
Steve.
Okay.
I'm walking to the water too.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
walk through the water. What you see in the water is looks like a rowboat made for you think you could probably fit 6 people in it. And there's a long chain that is on the ground that leads into the water.
Is there any people?
There are no people.
I'm a little more skeptical now of just taking things though, because I took one thing and it had terrible consequences.
You made that goblin very sad.
Yeah. So I was going to say maybe we should just take the boat and go, but now I'm really nervous to do something like that.
Yeah, let's find the people that the boat belongs to.
No, let's take it and go.
I'm
think
gonna
we
go to
should-
the campfire.
Yeah.
I head to the campfire.
I mean, it's not like we can frame anyone.
The campfire's cold. It hasn't been used in a while, it seems like.
No one's gonna get framed for stealing this boat.
Do a perception check, Cookie.
They'll just be like, "Oh, our boat floated away."
Flop.
Hello.
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 I got a 6.
I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyone else want to look at the campfire?
I do.
Because Cookie
I
found
think
one.
my Skype crashed again.
You're in Skype, dude.
Hello.
Are you
Oh,
being
boy.
a nincompoop?
Hello.
I think you're
I
being a
think he's being a
nincompoop.
nincompoop. I got a 5, so I don't know, Steve, baby, you want to come and look around the campfire?
Sure.
Steve, can you?
Yeah, do a perception roll, Steve.
Okay.
Oh my
6.
God, Ted, listen. Can you hear anything?
Ted got a 12. Ted kicks around the sand a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, I found something." He picks up what looks like a crude bear carving, and
Oh.
if you guys dig a little more, you find several of these.
Oh,
What about me?
Yeah, you find one too. You all find these crude
Jeez, I didn't
bars,
even need to do.
bears.
I didn't even need to do a perception check.
hey, you know what I realized? Because we sleep during the day, the ring that I got, which makes me normal, is basically useless.
Well, at least you're normal while you're sleeping.
Yeah. So, guys, it seems like it's probably some of the Resistance's campground here.
Yeah, we might as well just take the boat then if it's ours.
But no. I feel like that means if we could find somebody, they would let us take the boat.
Well, we couldn't find anybody. The
Can I do a
footsteps
perception
led to
check
the
if we
ocean.
track someone down?
There wasn't anybody there.
Well, what would I use to see if I could figure out where
You
people
can
are?
try it.
Ah!
11.
I'll give you with an 11. The only footsteps that seem to be here are the 2 pairs of footsteps that you see coming from the tunnels that go all the way to the water and stop. And it seems like it stops right near that chain.
I wonder if there was a second boat here and the 2 people I released and told them to run out through the tunnels maybe left.
Maybe they died. That's
Oh
possible.
no, that's terrible. I don't want to think about that. Okay, what do you guys think we should do?
Grab the boat and go. Come on, Locke.
Grab the boat and go.
Let's make a vote. How many people are there? 6? No, 5.
Yeah.
Steve, Cookie, Locke, Ted, Theeva, Steve Jr. 6.
Steve Jr., but that's just you. That means you
Okay.
get 2 votes.
Okay, everything's even.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Raise your
Okay.
hand if your vote is no. No vote.
I
Steve
think we
Jr.
should do the
Steve
vote, but I don't
Jr.,
want to take it. I raise my hand.
Steve Jr. He jumps.
What? Steve Jr. says no? He's not even on our side?
Wait, I
Locke's like, you guys didn't really have a plan, did you?
no. Our plan was go to Merlin.
Locke, we haven't had a plan this whole time. Not when we released all the dangerous prisoners
Actually-
from the castle.
Actually, whenever we
not
had a
when
plan,
raised the
it
king.
turned out that it was exactly what we were not supposed to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
Locke,
maybe these are things you
also,
should know before you join us on our journey.
Locke, I forgot to tell you, I released all of the prisoners that were bad from the castle.
I know, Cookie's dumb.
Okay.
All of them, even Steel?
Who's
Oh.
Steel?
Steel. Oh no, Steel's still there.
That's good. He's famously the worst.
Oh, well, I actually stole something from Steel.
That's actually pretty cool. Can I see it?
He's wearing it right now.
Sure. I put on the eye patch.
Whoa. He thinks it's pretty cool.
Okay, so what do we want to do then? We don't want to just take the boat, right? Without permission.
Well, you don't, but that's you.
Yeah, but it seems like we voted and it's 2-2.
Wait, no.
Let's do a. Can I do a perception check to
Wait,
see? If
Wait,
there's-
we have 5 people. How is it voted for 2-2?
Yeah,
Not
the
even
two
possible.
people are Tim. I don't think he's gonna vote. Are you gonna vote?
I would make them vote 1 on each side, so
Yeah.
it would not make a difference.
So Ted would vote 1 on each side?
No, Ted and they're here.
Oh no. Fuck.
Yeah, I
If
didn't.
only-
I step into the boat.
You
Okay.
step into the boat.
Yes.
Ted frames like with his fingers, like makes a frame on you, Cookie, because you're standing there like with your peg leg raised on top of one of these like seats in the rowboat, and with your
I don't have a
eye
big
patch on,
Yes.
staring out to sea with your diplomat's costume on still, and the moonlight like shimmering off the ocean. And he's like, "Wow, I never thought I'd be friends with a real pirate, but look at him."
Oh, that was what I was going for. Thank you. So, is there anybody in the boat?
Locke jumps in the boat too.
Oh boy.
I pull up the anchor.
I jump into the boat too.
What?
There's a tiny little anchor for this. It's like on some. It's on some rope. It's tied to the back of the rowboat to keep it from drifting out to sea. So you just pull that in. It's not too hard. Locke helps you.
Ugh.
I help him.
Seriously? Guys, I don't think we could steal the boat.
And
Row
goodbye.
as fast as I can away from anyone who's still on the shore.
Oh my gosh, okay. I go out into the water and get in the boat.
Ted's like, "What about this really long chain that's in the ocean?"
Oh, I thought that was the anchor.
Oh yeah, me too.
I frantically row back to Ted.
Wait, what is this thing?
I don't know. Ted starts pulling it.
I
But
pulled with him.
I don't know. I'm gonna do a perception roll on this chain.
I'm gonna do a
Well,
perception
we
roll on
cover
this chain.
I want to figure out what it is.
looks like a big chain. I don't know if you're gonna know what it is until you pull it in.
All right, fine. Let's pull it in.
I got
Okay.
14.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if all 5 of you are pulling, you're able to bring it in slowly. And what you end up with is this huge anchor. It looks like an anchor that you would see for like a full-size like ship.
Oh
Oh,
no!
let's check the other end of the chain to see if there's a full-size ship.
Nope, looks like it's been detached.
Oh no! I'm very anxious about all of the effects of my choices, guys.
Uh,
I think I released some prisoners and they stole a full-size ship.
nice. I'm excited to join the pirate ship that we created.
At this point, fine. Let's do it. Let's just go. Take the boat.
All right,
Can
you
we do
hop
a perception check to see if there's some ship tracks in the
I'm
water?
gonna see if there are any footprints. Actually,
guys-
I'm gonna see if there are any fingerprints.
I just hope we're not messing up the resistance, since it seems they were hanging out here, and now we are taking all of their ships.
You don't see any fingerprints on anything. It's all been washed away in the water.
Because
Wow.
I'm a fingerprint geologist.
Yeah, you guys all hop in this rowboat, and I guess you guys start rowing into the distance, the moonlight glistening off your faces as you begin your nocturnal journey.